Peace and blessings. How are you doing? I hope all is well. Happy Saturday. You know, today is March 6th, 2021. I hope you all are enjoying your weekend so far. I wanted to come on here and talk about Saturn square Uranus. Um, I think I talked about the energies in a previous reading. I want to talk about it. I definitely want to make a separate video about this. Separate video about this. Um, with this energy is going on Saturn square Uranus. I remember I talked about it a while back, like what we manifested will eventually come into fruition, right? Um, when you have Saturn and okay, we got Saturn in Aquarius, right? Aquarius represents the mind. That's air energy. So basically, it's like what we put out is, what we put out can come back to us. It's like basically, it's teaching us that with Saturn, it's showing us like it's karmically is bringing it to like the practical reality because we got Uranus. It's squaring Uranus and Taurus. Uranus abrupt changes, chaos, awakenings, and we got it in, it is in Taurus. Taurus is the practical realm. So with that being said, here on Earth or the practical realm. So with that being said, with Saturn in Aquarius squaring Uranus and Taurus, what's going on is that it's bringing things, especially all this Pisces energy going on. Whatever we manifesting is bringing it to fruition. Excuse me. And see, that's what's gonna happen all year. You know, pretty much for most of the year. Not I don't want to say all year, but most of the year. I had to check and see the dates of when they're gonna end up moving Saturn and Uranus. But I mean, I'm not gonna say Saturn and Uranus because Uranus gonna be there towards until 2024, 2025. I think it's one of the two, or is it 2026? It's one of the three. But eventually it's like the aspects are gonna change. And so what's gonna take place is here because we got the full moon in Aquarius. It's gonna take place this summer. So and then we got the eclipses. We get ready soon on the eclipse season. So what's gonna take place here is that Pluto is the executioner. It's gonna go retrograde in Capricorn. That's the executioner. Capricorn itself has to do with the earthly realm, the practical realm, as well as like with Taurus. And so Taurus has to do with my material things. Things we can touch, things we get our hand on, we can touch. And of course, Capricorn has to do with reality. So with that being said, here with these energies that's gonna be taking place with this Saturn square Uranus, with this Saturn Uranus square, it's gonna help manifest things. This is time where things actually manifest, and we're gonna see results when we suspect it. It's gonna manifest. That's not only thing, but also here, what also gonna take place here is that you'll also be seeing signs and synchronicities. We'll see signs and synchronicities because we still have Neptune and Pisces, and it's eventually just gonna go retrograde. Neptune is. Because normally when Neptune go retrograde in Pisces, when Neptune go retrograde, especially in Pisces, that's about like the veil is being lifted. But see, in this case here, this about stuff that's coming into fruition. This about stuff that actually coming into reality. In this case, with this energy that's taking place, is what this is here. And then you got Jupiter gonna go retrograde in Aquarius. That's gonna expand things, whether it's for better or worse. Um, so even things become prominent at this time, like even like with homoeroticism. Especially that what Jupiter in Aquarius represents homoeroticism. You know, um, some people may come to a realization like, or some people may come to a realization like You know, with their sexual orientation or sexual preference is different, or they may redefine it at this time. Some of them may find out that their soulmates is actually someone of the same sex spiritually, like romantic soulmate. That could even be like things like bromance or whatever case is. It could even go serious furthermore to like romance. You know, is what this is. Um, and I talked about, what was manifested in the past, what people manifested in the past is gonna eventually come to fruition, right? People forgotten all about it, but it's gonna happen. It's a lesson to show people, and a certain, or also even certain groups of people, like as what we manifest. We can, what basically we can manifest through our mind and through our thoughts and our words. Is what this is here. And when you got, and I remember I stated a certain group of people, was talking down on a certain group of people, and then they was talking about how they wanted this that, basically oppose a certain group of people, and all of a sudden now it's gonna come to fruition, but it's not gonna be in the way how they want it or how they like it or how they expected it. Because on the other hand, yeah, they're gonna get it, but in this case here is there are other people, other groups of people that are benefiting from it, and it's the groups, that's why I was saying not what they expect or how they expect it. That's why we have to be careful what we pretty much manifest. Is what this is here, and that's gonna happen, and that's gonna end up coming to, those things are gonna come to fruition as well. you know. But I feel it's for karmic reasons too, you know, because I feel it's out of their own wounding. It's in regards to their own shadow too. And the thing is here is that it's like some type of karmic backlash coming towards them, because it's more so like some type of karmic backlash coming on them. These certain group of people, and they're gonna have to go within, and they're gonna have to reflect, and also it's gonna teach them that, it's also gonna show them that the best way how that could be reversed, how it could potentially be reversed and healed, is if they own up to it. If they own up to it, is what this is here. But I say definitely take this time, you know. On the other hand, definitely take this time, especially between now and 2 years. Imagine what do you see, what do you want between, what how do you want your life to be, what results do you want to have between now and within the next year or two from now, what results you want to see, how you want your life to be long term, what type of lifestyle you want and that you want to manifest here is the question here. you know but with this Saturn and Uranus square, they got Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, then you got Saturn square Uranus, you know with Saturn conjunct Jupiter. It's like it's gonna maximize whatever that is, increase it, maximize it, expand it, whether if it's good or bad or better or worse, however it is. And then you got Saturn also squaring Uranus in Taurus. Saturn in Aquarius square Uranus in Taurus, and Saturn conjuncting Jupiter in Aquarius. Saturn in Aquarius conjuncting Jupiter in Aquarius. And then you got what else that is? Then you got Mercury conjoining Jupiter, or we just had Mercury conjoining Jupiter. Then Saturn is at 3 degrees. That 3 represents manifestation. And then you got Saturn. I mean, not Saturn, but they would just have Mercury conjoined to Jupiter here. So we got all these energies going on. Then you got Pluto. Then you got Neptune gonna go retrograde. That's our imagination in Pisces. And then you got, cause we got this Pisces energy going on, and we got a Pisces new moon coming up too. Then you got Pisces. I mean, then you got Pluto gonna go retrograde in Capricorn. Pluto is the executioner. That's gonna help bring things into reality, in a sense. Capricorn represents the past and the present as well. So whatever we manifested in the past, our past doings or whatever, it's like we'll be rewarded for it. Whether if it's good or bad, we will be rewarded for that. Is what it is. Ideas that we wanted to bring into fruition in the past and the time wasn't right, we have the chance to do that now. Some of the things we wanted in the past may not. It may not be what we want now. You know. But that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about. I just want to say, take this time out, picture yourself, imagine yourself, and manifest. Think about it and manifest the type of lifestyle that you want for the long term. What foundations you want to lay out? Because Taurus represents foundations as well. What do you want to bring into fruition for the long term? Is what it is here. But and all also, and I want to say is speak it into existence. Pray, meditate about it, speak it into existence. And as the energies come, as you have the energies to drive forward, accept support that come your way, especially for people in different walks of life, especially as long as they're legit. And like I said, get to working towards it, because he's going to bring results. It's going to bring rapid results. I'm saying, I'm looking at it, those of us, whatever that is, we're going to start seeing results, some sort of result, because it's not going to happen overnight. It's not fly by night, but eventually it's going to happen. Especially whether we working towards or whether we don't work towards. It's like we gonna see some sort of result starting, especially some starting this summer when the full moon happened in Aquarius. It's what this is here. And then we got a Mercury retrograde coming up too at some point, another one down the road. But that's all I want to talk about here. Peace and blessings.